All right, Lights, Camera, Barstool movie and TV news time here. The final one of these for the month of October as we dip into November. It's officially award season. I start to see what gets pushed, what doesn't.
Time for the Spirit Awards. Let's go.
And Satellite Awards.
Let's get Gotham, baby. Gotham's too late.
The Dude's Choice Awards. Bring them back. Let's go.
We get closer to what seems like Oppenheimer eventually winning Best Picture. It honestly, at this point, I mean, Killers of the Flower Moon will probably get a push because it's one of Scorsese's last movies. But I think, like, in terms of a Coda Green Book style surprise, it might be The Holdover. So Paul Giamatti. However, same studio as Oppenheimer. Are they really going to push that against itself? Like it's $1 billion Christopher Nolan? I doubt that. So we'll see. But yes, it is award season. And a lot of movies delayed, but that may be coming to an end because first off, let's just say rest in peace to Matthew Perry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, maybe not as much Gooch. Kenjack, you're definitely up there. Not that you don't know Friends or anything like that, Gooch, but like I grew up like Friends was still on TV. Kenjack, definitely, you're a hair younger, but same with you. That one was jolting to see.
We grew up with the box DVD sets. My sister's a bit older, and so she's a massive Friends fan.
And also huge on Netflix and stuff too. So
yeah, I mean,
I never watched Friends like growing up, like at all. Just like it wasn't in my like sphere because I was watching dumpy Cartoon Network shows and stuff like that. And like really like all the sitcoms from that era, like Seinfeld and all that stuff, just never really got into them until later in life. But like my first introduction to Matthew Perry was Scrubs, and he had an amazing episode of Scrubs where he's like Murray, the old named young guy, incredible. And then like from there, like you go back and you watch old Scrubs or old Friends clips, and then like my friends slowly got into it, and then like I slowly get more back into it, and I mean, big time loss. I texted Trill Ballins, and he was like, because we were in the middle of a conversation when we got the news broke. And he's like, yeah, it's not like he's like a close friend or anything like that, but that one hurts really bad. And I think that's true.
It's just one of those ones that kind of like takes shit back. Like, holy fucking shit. Obviously, very tragic and sad. More coming out. Haven't really heard from the cast yet. I imagine they're going to do something, maybe joint statement, or obviously I'm like not surprised by that. That was like literally losing a family member. So yeah, very sad. Rest in peace to Matthew Perry. Go watch The Whole Nine Yards. What a fun movie. Yeah. What an absolutely fun movie.
17 again. Yeah. Oh, that's a banger. It's a fun movie.
Also, a very quietly funny ESPYs monologue. Fun fact.
I don't know about that.
Random, but hosted the ESPYs once. SAG-AFTRA. Apparently, they're nearing the reaching of a deal. The way it sounded like going into the weekend, it was going to be done by the time we recorded. That's not the case. But apparently, they are on the inch. They're doing the old tush push on the inch yard line. They're ready to go. Oh, they did fumble. The Eagles did fumble this weekend, but hopefully they don't. Negotiations stalled until next year if they don't get this done. This would be great. But you don't want to know why it's going to be great? I'm going to have a controversy. Actually, we all three of us agree on this. We've talked about this offline, but we've never said it on here. Look, I hope they get a fair deal. They need to get paid. There's no doubt about that. I absolutely support the Screen Actors Guild, all that, especially the ones who are not getting the big bucks or getting paid peanuts, all that shit. I am sick of the influencer accounts.
Yeah.
Pretending that they're part of SAG. Like it's groveling for likes. It's scraping for clout. You can support them, that's fine. But like every tweet about anything, it's like the fucking shitbag, scumbag, stupid. Like, all right, chill the fuck out. Like, just relax. Like,
but you have no fucking problem. No problem taking money from a studio to pump out and push some fucking shit video game movie for 3 months.
Yeah.
You'll wear your fucking Five Nights at Freddy's cardigan or whatever the fuck you get. Don't pull that shit.
But yeah, no, hopefully this gets done. I still think there might be the way these movies all got delayed at once, I think there's still another shoe to drop here. Like, I don't know. It feels like they may not get this done.
Right. Just the news came out. We'll talk about one of them in a second. The news came out at a time where like they had, you're right, like you said, they moved a bunch of things. One of them being Snow White, which we'll get to in a second. It is odd. Like you would think if they knew that they were about to close this, they wouldn't do it. Maybe they have to though. Maybe that's just like a product of the system. Like we've hit this X. I'm sure that's what it is. It's like we've hit X date, no matter what. Even if we do it tomorrow, this has to get moved. So maybe that's the case. But Oh, what is the
Also-
account's going to do?
Man, that movie's ass.
It was very cartoonishly like evil of the studios to be like, oh yeah, if we don't get it done this week, by the way, you guys, we're not doing this like through the holidays. Like you guys are going to be
it's like
hungry. You guys are going to be hungry.
The first Christmas commercial aired this weekend with John Travolta as Santa again for Capital One. Like once that starts, it's holiday season, baby. We're not fucking negotiating. And
Yeah, exactly.
No more.
We're sipping Cokes with the polar bears, man. We can't be bothered with negotiation.
Once that Campbell's commercial airs, it's fucking holiday break, baby.
What happened to those good? Do you remember the football player? Was it Progressive soup commercials?
Progresso, yeah.
Yeah, with like it was like players' moms and stuff. I like those. Those were good commercials.
Hungry
Campbell's
Man,
Chunky.
right?
Yeah,
Campbell's Chunky.
yeah.
Yes, that's what
Bring
it was.
those ones back. Those are good commercials.
Usually McNabb's mom, which I don't think it was actually his mom though.
It might, I don't know. It could be an actor. I have no clue.
Like what age did you find out that those weren't Michael Jordan's kids in Space Jam? That was always I hated that. That really that ruined my life.
Not that long ago.
I think we talked about it on the show. It is great. Yeah,
it was when the second one came out. That's when I found out.
Or we've talked about it on the show before. His TV in that movie is hilarious.
Yeah, it was during you guys' live watch with Coley and Trill Withers.
It's like a broken VCR TV combo on top of like some pots and pans to level it out. It's
13-inch TV.
It's terrible.
Like my laptop screen's bigger than that.
So yeah, we mentioned Snow White delayed. Rachel Zegler very much in the ringer in terms of being kind of roasted by fans and people in Hollywood. She's gone back and forth crapping on Snow White. This movie's had some very, very weird production notes and news.
Weird?
That's one way to put it. Yeah, I mean, that's my underselling it.
No, because that clip that people lost their mind over, but where she's like,
there was the photo of her walking down there's a photo of her walking down a hill that also got a lot of people talking with what looked like the new version of the Seven Dwarfs. And there was like a female in there. There's people different races. There was one person who was definitely shorter in stature. I don't know if he was a little person up, but anyway, there's the whole thing. Then you had, I think Peter Dinklage talked about dwarves in the movie. Then Wee Man came out and said, fuck that. Like reference, like I want the Seven Dwarfs. So there's all this stuff. And there was never really an official statement on what was the case or not. And then on the day they announced it was delayed, like an out to not show anything, delayed till 2025, you could just go ahead and reset everything. Just reset the timeline. They decided to release the first look. An all-time insane. Disney is incredibly calculated at this stuff. They're very good at it, whether you like their stuff or not. So they've had some movies recently that have bombed. They're very good at, for the most part, marketing promotion when they drop first looks and trailers. This was a stunning misstep by Disney because they released the first look. They are dwarves. They're seven dwarves. They're in the movie, and it's horrifying looking.
Yeah, real scary looking, to be frank. And as like, I think it's a weird thing with like the CGI and like most of these live action Disney things, but like looking at those things, they just are grotesque creatures of the night and do not belong in a children's movie.
Yeah, no, this just insane. Like you said, Jeff.
We reviewed Five Nights at Freddy's this week. I think it's scarier than Five Nights at Freddy's.
Just that one picture. Still
low bar. But no, this looks, I mean, it's like, it's also was the lowest quality image like ever put out by Disney. Like it was like
3 pixels.
Yeah, and it just looked terrible. The way the shot was framed, like everything in the background looked bad. Like I don't know what they were thinking. And this is a movie that they know people are ready to shit on this thing. So it almost feels intentional just to get the movie talked about. I don't know. I really don't. I'm still holding out hope this thing might be like good relative to the rest of the live action movies. I don't know. Greta Gerwig did write it, like, so that's a plus, but
yeah. It's very funny seeing anything from this after watching the South Park special thing where it's just Kathleen Kennedy going around Disney and be like, put a chicken in and make it gay and lame. And
put a chicken in it, make it gay, make it lame.
Yeah. It's like, and then like watching like anything for this now, it's like, this is rough. That right on the nose, basically. But yeah, it's those things like I can't say I care about, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. No. I can't even pretend to give it a rat's ass about that. But man, does that thing just looks grotesque. It looks gross, man.
It looks terrible.
Yeah.
It looks really, really bad. Oh my gosh. So, I mean, they have 2 years now to clean it up at least. Maybe they put it out just to get like a feel. Like, what do you guys think about this? Like,
like Sonic?
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, we're about to have an extra year to work on this thing. What do you guys think about what we have so far? That might have been it.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not like they're scared of just burning money reshooting things or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like just shoveling it into the furnace to redo it, even after they redid the CGI for the dwarves or whatever.
They're like, fuck it, we're going to be bought by Apple by then.
Yeah, exactly. God damn, does it look gross?
Crazy that they dropped it when they did. Again, they had all the time in the world to change it up and not have to do that, and then they just decided to say fuck it. I don't know. Maybe I would imagine that can be the final look. It's 2 years away. That's something worth noting. But just baffling decision on so many levels. So that's
when that hit my timeline, I did, like you brought up during the Killers of the Flower Moon review for the Brendan Fraser part, I did let out like the Carl Lewis, like, uh-oh.
Yeah, it's oh boy. Odd move. Sequel to The Black Phone is in development. With Ethan Hawke, very good movie from last year, from 2022, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
They're all blending together. But expectation the film will kick off a new franchise for Universal and Blumhouse. Jason Blum just on Shark Tank as a guest shark the other night.
No, was he?
Yeah.
It's a weird
He was
guest spot.
He was solid. He was their guest as a guest, as a big Shark Tank fan. Guest sharks never do it for me, really. There's some that are okay, some that are. I think he was okay. He was a very, very quirky guy, but very interesting. Like I like him.
I guess he almost makes like perfect sense because I can't think of any studio executive that gets a better return on their investment than he does. You know what I mean? The dude spends like $5 million on any given horror movie and makes like $300 million back. Easy. It could be the biggest pile of shit. Wouldn't matter. That's what he makes.
You know what I'd almost like to see now that you bring that up is like if Blum did have his own version of Shark Tank, but he's just like fielding scripts.
Well, I was wondering if it'd be the first like movie pitch, but it wasn't. It was like there was 2 live experiences, one good like fruit one like with Mexican spices that was good, and then the other one was I forget what it was, but I think it was something else food. But point being, it was like more like live experience, like horror night, Halloween, like haunted house type things. But anyway, I don't. The Black Phone definitely left some openness and some ambiguity in some spots, even though it had a fairly definitive ending, if I remember correctly. But it's definitely mysterious and weird, and so you could, I guess, build off it. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Blumhouse likes to make money, so I guess that's just. I
didn't leave that movie thinking, wow, I can't wait for the sequel to The Black Phone. You know what I mean? I left it going like, wow, that was really good, very surprising, like interesting, little unique movie and everything like that. But it wasn't one where I screamed like, oh, franchise potential. But that's just the world that horror movies exist in. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter as long as it's making money that we'll keep pumping out. It doesn't matter if it's a piece of shit after their first entry. It doesn't matter because it's going to make money. So it is what it is.
Hey, I'd much rather have a sequel to this than movie we're about to review.
Six Nights at Freddy's. Oh
yeah, I mean, again, Black Phone is based off like a short story, so for that to be a movie than a franchise, credit to Blumhouse. But yeah, it's again great movie. Definitely, if you've never seen Black Phone, check it out. But I mean, again, there's some mysterious, creepy things, and I guess you could build some lore. But I don't know either way. And then lastly, David Fincher, who has a new movie coming out, The Killer, which is getting okay reviews. Yeah. Nothing great though. People say it's kind of inoffensive. It's not going to be up for any like Best Picture nomination or, rake home some awards, which is disappointing to an extent because he wanted it for Michael Fassbender, but also it's Fincher's like really first his movie since Gone Girl. He did Mank, but Mank was a continuation of his father's project. It was a passion project for him, and then Mindhunter, obviously. But it's really the first of that type of like his or like original, something different. Even though Gone Girl based on a book, but you get what I'm saying. Like his project through and through.
Graphic novel, I think, right?
Yes.
What, The Killer?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
French comic. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, his first, like, his personal project start to finish, first one since Gone Girl is apparently just okay. Very, very limited, like super limited release. Not even like all of LA, all of New York, like very few screens. Our coworker Fight saw it, said it was like whatever. He said he'd rather have seen the holdovers, which was good.
Yeah.
But apparently they're in talks about a Social Network 2 and Sorkin would return. It's tough. It's tough. I don't love the idea of it. However, Sorkin back, not directing, with Fincher directing, and I've liked some of Sorkin's directing stuff, don't get me wrong, but like to have that come where he can focus on the writing and Fincher can direct, like I'm open to it. There's enough interesting shit with, I mean, there is enough with Facebook.
Oh yeah,
for
there's
sure.
More than enough.
Sorkin, I think, is obviously an incredible director. He's like a Reddit director. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain it exactly, but like he doesn't direct movies in a unique style. He directs it like a Reddit mod would write a like direct a movie. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain. It's not like a mega liberal thing or anything like that, but just like the way it's very inoffensive. But I think him and
I do love his style though. I love his use of colors. Like there is a lot I do love about Fincher's
Sorkin
movies though.
He's talking about Sorkin.
I thought you were talking about Fincher. Okay.
No, God, no. Oh, are you kidding me? No. Sorkin. Sorkin, great writer. You combine him with somebody who is really good at being like kind of a no man to the dumb parts of Sorkin and a yes man to the great parts. I think you got a great movie on your hands, no matter what it is. But at the same time, like Social Network, good movie. And a lot has happened in that same world about that same character that's in Mark Zuckerberg since the closure of the first movie, that like you can really make a good story out of it. But do you want to step on that ground again? Do you recast Zuckerberg? Does Eisenberg come back? Do you recast any of these characters? Who comes back? Who doesn't? It's a lot. But
you also risk. I will say this is something interesting: is that obviously there were a lot of liberties taken with the movie, and Sorkin's been on record. By the way, that was a great point about Sorkin. I think you're spot on. I thought you were talking about Fincher. He really doesn't have it's weird. You'd almost think that his style would be more like Fincher because that's kind of who he learned to direct from. Like he did like
trial
pickup
of the
shots
Chicago,
at the end of the movie
yeah.
for Fincher in his style. So it'd be odd that he doesn't look like that. Anyway, I took a lot of liberties with the original story, right? Based on a book. The Accidental Billionaire, right? I think that's what it's called. Something along those lines. So a lot of what's happened recently, though, that I'm sure it'd be based on is very much in the cultural zeitgeist, and we know about it. Social media, ironically, like it's different to like bend a story that way. I don't care if he does it; he can do it, whatever. But like it's you're taking a bigger risk now, basing it off of more recent things where you can definitely bend some shit and take some liberties, but it may not work out quite as well. Not that the whole story of the original was fake, but like it's definitely a specific telling of what happened.
A paparazzi shot on location in the Caribbean of Eisenberg on that like parasail thing with
would he do the smoking meats thing? He's got to do the smoking meats thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Dude, an Eisenberg recreation of the smoking meats would be so funny. Oh my God.
There's like a Rocky training montage in the middle for no reason. Him working on his MMA skills.
My guess is they'd also do a lot of stuff like with other platforms as well. Election stuff. Sorkin obviously loves to get political and things. So like there's other. I don't think it'd be just Facebook.
I'd imagine that'd be the center of it. Would be the election stuff. Like the political dabbling, the selling of people's data, shit like that. There's been enough time and there has been enough stuff, but it's almost like this isn't the end of the road for Facebook. There's going to be more stuff with Zuck. Like I'm sure by the end of this month, there'll be something. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like, do you wait a little bit longer? If you're going to do this, do you wait like another 10 years just for more, like to get a more complete picture of like this company and this person? I don't know, because like if you do it now, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more. And do you have to come back for a third one? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird because I do think one of the cool things too you can kind of get into is just kind of the because when Social Network came out, like Facebook was still the dominant force for people around our age. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like the movement of that sort of user base away from people our age and basically strictly to olds. And like using of like misinformation and like the impact it had on like elections and shit like that. Like there is a lot to do in that world, and I'm sure Sorkin and Fincher could work up something. It's just like I It's like, and we talk about it all the time. Like, no sequel can ruin an original movie or anything like that. It's just like, do I want this to retouch on with the same actors, with different actors? I don't know. Cast Kevin Durant as Elon Musk, though. You know, old boy that played the Fatso from X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah.
That guy would be a good Elon Musk.
Yeah, I will say though, you talk about the years. Facebook, like, what year did the Social Network come out? 2012.
I want to say so, yeah. And it was like and it was the dominant force.
No, but that was like, so that was what, like 8 or 9 years after Facebook. 2010, 7 years after Facebook. By the time this movie comes out, it'll be almost 10 years since the 2016 election. Like, there's gonna be a longer gap from like the first like probably, I imagine 2016 election is where a lot of the stuff would be if it's political. Like, that's gonna be, it's already almost 2024. I mean, a 10-year gap. So it's like, I agree with you. Like, more time always better with this. Like, they dropped that fucking Nick Cage 9/11 movie like a month after the fucking towers fell. So it's like, you could definitely do like, there's some timing on shit is crazy. Now I mean, the fucking GameStop movie, but it's like, it's oddly more time has passed since what I'm sure it'd be based on than the first one, which is kind of crazy. So
I won't say no to more Fincher Sorkin team ups. But it's like,
what if he really took creative liberties and like Dakota Johnson's character Amelia from Stanford like has her own it's like, it's completely fake, the movie. It's like, you'll never believe
completely
this.
off in a different direction. Yeah. Like,
Sean Parker becomes president, not Trump.
Meta is actually cool and people like it.
Yeah. I want him to recreate the new face filters on Instagram today. This is my favorite one. Good job, team. That's my favorite.
Which one do you guys like?
New face filters on Instagram today.
It's the most inorganic, wet human.
Last thing of note. Actually, it's not really of note. Did you know there was a Meg Ryan, David Duchovny romantic drama Christmas movie coming out?
Oh yeah, dude, it's on my calendar.
What? I just didn't. She's Meg Ryan's directing it.
That I didn't know.
That time of year, Christmas movies.
David Duchovny's first role since The Bubble.
Christmas movies.
Wait, no, he was the dad in that Jonah Hill movie. Where it's like,
he was.
Yeah.
I just Googled what are the 2023 Christmas movies. 113 Christmas movies. Now, granted, that's streaming. Yeah. But 113 new Christmas movies coming out this year.
Guess it's always like the
Hallmark
dumbest title.
Pumping out 100 of them.
It's always like the Christmas book. It's always like the Christmas and like an object.
Well, let's just go through the names. Whatever. I mean, I don't have to go through all 113, but you got Destined 2, Christmas Once More from the Great American Family. That sounds like it's religious.
Yeah.
Checking It Twice. Wait, the Hallmark.
Wait, I thought you said Destin, like Destin, Florida. I was like, what?
No. So this is the best part. It is always like, just pluck a random line from a Christmas song, and it's probably so Hallmark presents Checking It Twice.
Yeah, that's a good. I like that. That's smart. That's some smart title.
Here we go. 'Twas the Text Before Christmas.
That's brutal.
Where Are You Christmas, which is a song. Hallmark.
There's the line.
Under the Christmas Sky. Hallmark.
That's not even boo.
Ms. Christmas Comes to Town.
Ms. Christmas?
Oh. Put a chicken in it and make it gay.
Yeah, who's Miss Christmas, by the way? Yeah, well, this is Mrs. Claus.
I'll skip some bad titles. I like this one just called Journey to Christmas, working title. They don't know what it is yet.
Journey to Christmas.
2 months out.
Like every day before Christmas is the journey before Christmas.
Hulu's A Christmas Frequency with Denise Richards.
What?
Hulu's Reporting for Christmas. Let's see.
Get a good bad title up there.
That might have been those might have been the best ones so far. Or Terry Hatcher and How to Fall in Love by the Holidays on Roku.
What the fuck does that mean?
Flipping Christmas, which I can only imagine based on the picture. Yep, it's the real estate flippers. Yep.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I just like that for those who maybe don't like HGTV and like food, A Dash of Christmas, which is about chefs. So
I like that.
Oh, this is a good one. Home for the All right, I'm going to read the synopsis and I'll tell you the title. This is on Hallmark Channel. Home for the Holidays, featuring Janelle Parrish from Pretty Little Liars and Pascal Lamoth Kipnis.
Oh yeah,
name.
dude. Do you remember he got nominated last year?
For what?
I have no clue who that is.
I believed you for Home for the Holidays. BFFs Naomi and Liz reconnect with a high school crush, Chris Silver. A complex love triangle forms, forcing them to take stock of their lives and find the value of friendship. Coming this November, Never Been Christ. Coming to the Hallmark.
No.
Booyaka.
No.
That's a good one. That's a good. We've never been
that's
Chris.
a good one.
Chris Silver. Chris Silver, porno ass name.
The Santa Summit, where they go to like a Santa Con, like a convention, not Santa Con in New York, like a convention. Let's see, We're Scrooged, coming to Up TV or UPT.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Let's see, what else do we got here?
Got the
some of the names kind of run out after a while. Is that fucking Joe from Impractical Jokers? No, it's not. A Christmas. Coming to Great American Family, A Christmas Blessing with recently out of prison Lori Loughlin and Becky.
Nice.
Wow, that's a good one. A Heidelberg Christmas. That sounds like some sort of
could be bad.
World War II great movie. A World Record Christmas, where a family tries to set some sort of world record by stacking Jenga blocks. That sounds like
that's like the Cartman movie machine movie. Jesus.
Sworn Justice, Taken Before Christmas.
Was that like an action movie? What the fuck is that?
Yep, a hardened detective and her DA boyfriend are both informed that each other has been kidnapped. All right.
They're doing that with John Woo.
Is,
the what do you call it? The one with Joel Kinnaman. That one I'm kind of interested in. Whatever.
Vivica A. Fox is in Sworn Justice, Taken Before Christmas. Heather Graham in Best Period Christmas Period Ever! On Netflix.
I saw the commercial for that one. Not good.
Ooh, Leighton Meester and Robbie Amell in Xmas, EX Mass.
I saw. Is that on Prime? I think I saw an ad for that.
Freebie?
That makes sense then if that's not on Prime.
I'm going to set up a charity for former CW actors.
Yeah.
So they
Robbie and
Scott Wolf and Lacey Chabert from Lost in Space, also Mean Girls. A Merry Scottish Christmas.
A Mary Scott, like Mary Queen of Scott. Is that the movie they're going for? Queen of Scott?
it's just a Merry Christmas, but they put the word Scottish in the middle.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a Mary Queen of Scots pun. I was like, that's a stretch. That's a big stretch.
Matthew Morrison in a Paris Christmas Waltz.
True. That's Trill's favorite actor, Matthew Morrison.
Do they have to 113? Do they have to come together and discuss
like the puns?
Like discuss what they're going to call these, because none of them have the same title, which seems like there'd even be something similar. Candace Cameron Bure in A My Christmas Hero, an Army Reserve doctor tracks down her family's military history with the help of new romance, played by Gabriel Hogan.
I like. I'm personally very partial. I do like the ones where it's a pun from a song, but I really like the ones where it's just like a Christmas table, like a Christmas camera, a Christmas television, Those are, I think, my favorite ones.
Letters to Santa.
Letters to Santa. Boo. Get better.
Haul out the holly, lit up.
They need to... Hallmark needs to make a Christmas movie targeted at dudes, because they're always just targeted at 30 to 40-year-old women. But they need to make one targeted dudes, and it's like a guy trying to get his girlfriend to buy him a PS5 for Christmas. That's all he wants.
Just do Christmas Expendables or something like that.
Here's another title. Here's another lyric one: Laughing All the Way.
Better
be
funny.
Are these on the other
platform?
platforms? Did Disney Plus not make one or anything? Oh, Jennifer Garner and Ed Helms are in one. Family Switch on Netflix. Jennifer Garner, Ed Helms, Pete Holmes, Rita Moreno's in it.
Disney's going to release a Lego version of, I don't know, fucking Willow, like a Lego Willow Christmas special. And they'll be like, all right, here you go.
Candy Cane Lane with Eddie Murphy and Tracy Ellis Ross, Nick Offerman and Jillian Bell coming to Prime Video.
Are they going to make Christmas Chronicles 4 or whatever on Netflix?
I'm very excited because I feel like that's coming up. I feel like I'm going to see that here. We're nearing the end. 113 Christmas movies coming out this year. God, they really run out of titles late. The best titles are earlier in the year. They got the best real estate.
They got nothing for Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or nothing?
No, this seems like a very
Read the room.
merry little Batman. A Batman Christmas movie coming to Prime Video in December.
A Batman Christmas movie.
Yeah.
like,
It
Lego?
No, it's animated. It looks terrible.
Oh,
It's Tim and Damien, right? It's like Batman and Damien. Yeah.
that's a rough one.
This is
Batman wakes up, runs downstairs, no gift because he has no parents.
No.
from Sister Tia Mowry and Yes Chef Christmas. That's the title.
Sisters, they're doing Sister like a reboot thing.
Yes
like,
Chef. No, she just her.
Oh, okay.
They're taking the
Yes
niche.
Chef Christmas.
Yeah, they're taking they're like the bear is popular right now. People like saying that. Yes, chef.
Yeah.
Ken Jack will be excited for this thrilling adventure of Christmas at an Amish bakery.
Ooh, getting the yeast up. Let's fucking do it, Amish
Do
bakery.
they really not like? I'm actually surprised. I don't see anything with like Disney. This is all Lifetime,
Do Amish people celebrate Christmas? I have no fucking clue.
Hallmark.
It's Christian. Aren't they Christian?
Yeah, but like Jehovah's don't celebrate birthdays, and I don't know. It's all different.
Yeah, I don't see anything with Disney Plus or anything like that. Usually they come out with like one or two Disney Christmas movies, but yeah, that's your list of Christmas movies for 2013 for 2023. So
They do celebrate Christmas.
Never Been
but great.
Christ might be my favorite one.
Never Been Christ is amazing. That's a great name. Never once been Christ in my entire life.
That's it for movie and TV news. Mark your calendars for December. Wow. For Ken, Jack, and Gooch, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Drop your comments below. This has been news for the week.